Hello, hello, my darlings, my loves. Welcome to my channel or welcome back. I'm Kylan. Okay, today, what are they saying? Like, first of all, what other people are saying is to some degree none of our business. And I know that sometimes we really do want to check in. We want some reassurance. We want to we want to find out if our intuition or if we're getting like telepathic messages and like if we're on point. So your spirit team is like, okay, we'll do this reading today. Let's do this reading today. So pile one, you're drawn to the sun card energy and this beautiful clear quartz. I mean, there's just so much energy of clarity there. I also love how you can actually see this staircase going through this stone here. I don't know, that's amazing. Okay. Pile two, you're drawn to the energy of this AEON card and this Lemurian quartz. And I forget what this is, this color of quartz is called. It's like tangerine quartz, I think. Anyway, so beautiful. Oh my God. So I'm getting actually getting downloads right now. Holding this stone. Okay. My beautiful starseed babies. If you are starseed, you probably identify and are feeling that stone. But obviously all the stones, all the starseeds, we feel all the stones, don't we? They talk to us. They're so planetary. And then, oh, my beautiful Labradorite. This incredible, incredible palm stone is just amazing. It came to me from Sedona in Arizona, and that's the energy of this wheel card here. So if you're feeling more than one pile, as always, you're probably here to get more information than what's in one pile. So listen to as many piles as you need to know that you've gotten what rings the bells in your cells and lights you up, as I like to say here on kylinlight. All right, my darlings, piles 1, 2, and 3. Let's have a look. Hello, my beautiful pile ones. Oh my God, my sun babies. Hello, hello. Look at this card. This is from the Wolfe Tarot. You guys picked my beautiful, beautiful clear quartz, which is amazing. This is a sister stone to one that my my YouTube mentor, Master Sri Akashna, has. So it's like, woo! There's like a lot of vibes. So pile number ones, with the sun energy, actually, right off the bat, your spirit team is already saying, with regard to what are they saying? First of all, for some of you, the they is not necessarily singular, it's plural. So this is actually about what a group of people are saying. So you want to check in if maybe you thought you were asking about one person, but maybe it's more like a context. And then also, your guides are so clear about this. They're like, Kylan, we want to do this reading, but we want you to make sure that your the luminous beings who check in your channel understand something. If people are talking, if people are talking negatively about you, that's none of your business. Like, that's actually like those people. Yeah. Your teams are, I love this. Your teams are like, they're irrelevant. So they're going to check in with what they're saying about you that's relevant. What is useful information for you to have at this time with regard to this connection or these connections that you're checking in with. I'm hearing for a lot of you that you're here because you're in a sort of like a quantum entanglement, telepathic communication. And so, yeah. And right off the bat too, with that sun energy, you guys, I mean, there's radiance here. There's and there's clarity. So your guides are saying that if you've been getting if you've been having dreams about people, or if you're in telepathic, you're feeling them, or you think you already know what they're saying, you're probably right, because there's this luminous energy of the sun. There's the clarity of, again, this getting crystal clear with this clear quartz energy, so that yeah, they want you guys to know that. Also, the sun is like a super, super positive card. It's very, very positive energy here. And that's definitely what we're going to look at. Okay, let me shuffle the tarot. Let me get some more information. Let me say hello. If you're new to my channel, hi, welcome. I'm Kylan. And if you're returning, welcome back. I love you guys. Oh, that giggle is so weird. I don't know. I get the funniest laughs come out of me when I'm working. And sometimes I think it has to do actually with with spirit. You guys have such bright, engaged teams, and there really are sometimes armies of them. There's so many energies and so many voices here. So I cackle and giggle, and it's really fun. I get very lit up reading for you, my darlings. So thank you for being here. I love doing this work for you in the world. And yeah, in terms of other work for you in the world, like I have just created a course. It is the Feng Shui of Abundance. It is 8 weeks of being with me on live calls. It's going to be a very small group. I want those calls to be intimate. I know some of you were asking, how you could get time with me, but finding that my, my one-to-one hourly rate is high, and it is. My time is valuable. I live a dream life, and I'm raking up to things. So I created this course. Actually, Spirit created this course and downloaded it to me. I woke up the other morning and was like, here it is. So the link to that is in the description box if you guys want to check that out. If you think that's for you, or maybe someone you know. I'm actually hearing. Interesting. Okay. Friends or family. Friends or family. We have the Hermit. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the King of Wands. That's really sexy. Okay. Okay. The King of Wands is really sexy. It's not just me. Okay. Like, I'm not the only one who thinks that. So your people. Yeah. Your people feel like, what they're saying is that you're a little bit like yeah. Okay. This King of Wands energy is very much, connected to you guys being drawn to this sun energy. Okay, so there is this sort of hotness, this sort of passion, this sort of fire. And your people, basically, again, there's a lot of positivity. There's a lot of like energy around how they feel. There's passion. And they're not, they're not. There's an expression called playing it close to your chest, which comes from card games, where when people are playing a card game, you chest your cards. You hold your cards close to your chest so other people can't see them. And that's an expression that just means that you're just not being very forthcoming. And no, I went through all of that to say that's not what's going on here. Your guides are like, they just really wanted to give me that image, that your people are being very forthright and forthcoming with this sort of King of Wands energy about having passionate and intense feelings for you. And again, if this is a group of people, it's just kind of like you're just sort of radiant right now. And it would be, it's sort of just like talking about like, isn't it a warm sunny day? Isn't it a beautiful day out? It's kind of like that. Like people are just sort of like, yeah, pile one's on fire right now. And they're talking about it. Now, what's interesting is that they're not necessarily talking to you about it, but they're talking kind of to other people, and people are talking sort of amongst themselves. All right. Now, they want to come forward and connect with you. For some people, obviously, this Two of Cups energy is romantic, but for other people, it's a card of like sort of like partnership, of like working together. So they see a possibility for creating some like a mutual exchange, or like having a bit of a mutual adoration society going on. But they are feeling like you're a little bit remote. Like this Hermit card is saying like you're just not available for that right now. And they feel like if they were in order to get to you, how they're spinning it is that like, there's work to be done. Like this Knight of Pentacles energy of like that. It's almost like, it's like they're not worthy. And I don't know that this is what they're saying as much as like what they're saying is like, well, it's not time, or I'm not ready yet because of this, or I'm not this or that. And it's sort of just like, well, yeah, I would love to. And like, yeah, they're totally awesome. But I think they're busy kind of doing their thing right now. And, as much as I'd love to, I'm just kind of like, I'm going to hang back, and I'm going to work up to this, is what I'm hearing. So they're kind of like, for some of you, I'm actually hearing the expression work up their courage to approach you. So this is really cool. And what's interesting too is that you guys are kind of this really beautiful mix of energy. Like they see you as someone who's, again, kind of like on fire, but also with this Hermit energy, not like you're not trying too hard, you're not pursuing, and you're not pushing. And that is also like really, really attractive energy. So there's this sort of magnetism to this bright day that you are. And they're saying that they would would move forward, or they want to move forward when the time is right, basically is what I'm hearing. Okay. Wow. Okay, that's cool. Let me get some more information. Work your light, work your light. I love that. Okay. Yes, I crack myself up. I think I'm funny. Also, work your light always makes me think of my beautiful star sister, Jenny Lynn, from Starlight and Sacred Tree, because she gave me this deck, and I just hear like, work your light, and I just feel her very buoyant energy anytime I pick up this beautiful deck of cards. So let's see what these have to say about what they have to say. Well, my darlings, yeah. So if you've been, I'm hearing for some of you guys that you've really been like picking up that like they have passionate, inspired feelings about you. They think you're a bright, sunny, beautiful day. They feel they see you clearly. You know, they know that there's a possibility here for a really beautiful exchange of mutual adoration, again, is what I'm hearing. But that you're remote, the situation is remote. Like this is just not, they can't get to you right now, and there's work to be done, there are things to be done. And they're just like, yeah, nah, it's not the time. I'm hearing a little bit too for some of them that, yeah, again, that there's just a little bit of like a self-depreciation. But what's interesting though is like they're over here in this King of Wands energy, and you're over here in the Sun energy, and they really want to sort of meet you in the middle. And these are very sort of matching energies, but the Sun is the Sun. It's a major arcana. And the King of Wands is, you know, a court card, but it's not a major arcana card. And I do think that they feel like they have some things to do. They have some work to do in order to kind of get up to your level, so that this meeting, if and when they actually tell you how inspired they are about you, how passionately they feel, how much they want to either work with you or be with you, just how much they like you, how much they like what you do, who you are, that you've inspired them, that they feel like they need to kind of work up to that. And again, this is your energy over here, and the Hermit is also major arcana. So while they're like, you know, they're not nobody, you know, this is a Knight and a King. Over here, you're a little bit of a bigger energy in their perception, and I think that that's part of it too, where they're just kind of, there's a little bit of like oh, I don't know yet. No, I don't. I want to do this, that, and that first. I don't want to approach them with, you know, my offer until this is done, or, you know, and fair. When I look at the balance of energies here, in order to really meet in the middle, this is a fair assessment. So, okay. Protection. Call back your power, cut the cord, soul retrieval. Yeah, they really do, they really are seeing you as like in your power. Again, you don't have that energy of like pursuit or longing, or like you're not lusting after outcomes. You're sort of in your power, doing your thing over here, and that you are in fact protected. I'm also hearing for some of you guys that, you know, what they are saying, they're careful not to say, you know, anything that they feel like people are listening, and that it's almost like that people are listening on your behalf, that like you're in a community that loves you, and they don't want to say anything that's going to get back to you, that they wouldn't be okay with getting back to you. So yeah, so that's the thing too, like they're really, you know, they're okay with you knowing that like they're into you, but they're taking their time. I'm also getting one other message here, which is that with the King of Wands kind of looking off in the distance this way, the Knight of Pentacles, like this is the work and what there is to do in order for them to really feel like comfortable that they can meet you on an energetic level, and kind of as sort of great as you are. And that this has to do with like that they're up to things in their life. They want to accomplish things, and they're really looking toward that. But that is actually, it's not about you, but it is this sort of accomplishing of these things over here is this Knight of Pentacles path toward being worthy of you, is what I'm hearing. Okay. The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. I love too how in the Hermit, you know, the Hermit is the hermit goes within in order to kind of find this light within, all right, in order to find the illumination within the self. And I feel like this is something that you're doing as well. So they really see you as a spiritual person as well. This is one of the things they're talking about. And I'm hearing for some of them, it's that as well, that they just want to up their game. They want to understand more about your way of being. And what I'm hearing is kind of like a sort of like a priestessy or like a mastery vibe. Yeah, just that you're amazing to them, my loves. Leap, you go first. The universe will catch you. Okay, those are your guides saying that you can to some degree, if you want, move a little bit toward this person to bridge this gap, and that the situation will catch you. But they are, yeah, they're saying, but don't come out of this sort of, sovereign, self-contained place again of your power, where you've called back your power. So if you want to move a little closer toward this person so that they can get to feel a little more comfortable with you and around you, that's fine. You can make this movement toward them first, but they're saying don't make the offer per se, because what this person needs to uncover for themselves in order to move towards you and really to genuinely balance the energies between you two, they need to do it. So you can't do it for them, is what I'm hearing. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Yeah, I think this really falls into, for both of you, about, again, this sort of sovereign, self-contained way of being, that your person, in order to meet and match your energy, is over here with like goals, with ambitions, with dreams, with visions, with passion, with inspiration, and they need to fulfill on some of that, just like you are over here doing for yourself. And that's part of this balancing of energy as well. I'm also hearing that something that they're saying again is that it is you inspire them, that like they're watching you do this and they're watching you be this, they're watching you answer your soul calling, and it's really inspiring them to answer their own. You're already doing it. Yes, is what I'm saying. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Yes. Keep facing your true north. And then I love that this has them facing their true north in order to get the things done in answering their soul calling, so that they can meet you where you are, which is a sovereign, big energy, self-contained, protected, age of light bearing, beautiful, like old, powerful, wise, radiant soul. They see you this way. You've inspired them, and they are telling people about it. They're just not necessarily telling you. But here you are to get this information so you can know this. And I really get this last card too, this sort of you're already doing it, stop overthinking it. It really is about, again, relax, because this energy of you doing your own thing is what they really admire, and they want to come meet you there. That's what they want. And it's being this inspiration, like this is important to them. And I'm hearing for some of you guys that like they're telling people, yeah, okay. I'm hearing for some of you guys, again, because of this sort of protected energy around like your, like this community, if you guys like share a community, they are definitely saying that like, I've met this person, or I know this person, I'm just really inspired by them, and they're doing these things, and I want to do these things too, and like I really think eventually maybe we could be together or work together. But they're not necessarily saying this to your community, but they're saying it maybe to like, their people, like maybe some friends that they have that you don't know, or like their family or what have you, because they're talking about it, but they're keeping in mind that they're not really ready for you necessarily to know all of this stuff. Okay, the angel answers want to talk. Oh, white rose. We love the white rose. Excellent. The white rose guidance, divine love messages are super fun. I love that they called out that they want to come out. Okay. We shall listen. So, my darlings, what is there to say while I shuffle these? Really, I just love you so much. I'm so glad you're here. And I have no doubt, if you were attracted to my energy and to my channel, that you know, that you are these radiant, inspirational beings, that you are these beautiful, passionate souls, my loves. So if you're like, I don't know, how could they see me that way? Like, pshaw. And that's the thing, too, again, with the stop overthinking, keep facing your true north, like this sort of sovereign energy. Like, this is a big deal and it's beautiful. Okay. I am burning with passion for you. Boop. Yeah, that's the King of Wands energy, man. They're inspired by you. I remember you. Ooh, this is this old soul thing. So this Age of Light, you've been training for this for lifetimes. I really do feel like that you and this person have a soul agreement, that you guys kind of keep coming around to continue to inspire each other on the paths of your soul calling. You are so precious to me. Well, this is this lovely Two of Cups love energy, this exchange, this equal exchange. It's so beautiful. And again, you guys, this doesn't have to be romantic. This can be professional. This can be like, you know, this could be like your bestie or your new bestie or someone who's just going to turn out to be one of, you know, the most amazing people in your life. So just know that as well. This is lovely. This makes me think for some of you too about like a mentor or like a just, you know, certain relationships where sometimes you don't realize the impact you're having on people. And then sometimes too, when you meet in the middle there, it gets that can even be turned around where, again, for like lifetimes, an entire lifetime, you and someone else can, you know, switch places, inspiring each other and continuing to support each other and it really egg each other on, but in a good way. I am so sorry for not giving you the time and attention you deserve. Yeah, this speaks to literally, they're like looking over here, like you're over here and they're looking over here, and it's because they've got all this stuff they want to do. And this information is for you to know, like they saw you and they're like, damn, they're at it. I got to get on over to my stuff over there. So they're facing their true north. They're answering their soul calling, and they're doing this work because the Knight is moving over here toward you. And the Knight of Pentacles is slow moving energy, you guys. So this could take some time. So you stay over here and here. You do you. You're already doing it. And if you're like, well, how do I attract them faster or more? Again, you're already doing it. It's important that you guys stay sovereign. You stay on your path. And again, you know, you can sort of nudge your way over a little closer to them, but I'm hearing very clearly, no acting needy, no lusting after desired outcomes, no grasping, no active, you know, pursuing. Like that's just not what this is about. Okay, my loves. And then the angel answers want to talk to you, my talk to you, my guys. Okay, pile once. So now is the time when I say at kylinlight to sink this in. Let your body receive this message so it can remember this message for you. And then you can act accordingly on like a deeper level. It's called kinesthetic learning. If you type in the comments, pile 1, I receive it, you'll get this message through your fingertips, through your nervous system, up into your neural pathways. Your body will remember it for you. You can also listen to this again and like take a walk, eat a meal, do a dance, but put this in your body, my beautiful pile ones, because this is a great message. And you know, that inclination to like, you know, to go out and pursue or to speed things up, to push the river. It's very clear that like, if you want a balanced, harmonious exchange of energy here, you need to let this person answer their soul calling. You need to let them do this work. You're ready. Yeah, see? You're already doing it. So you get to like be here in your sovereign energy, be in your hermit energy, know that you've been training for this for lifetimes, and know that you're protected. Ooh, this guy was like jumping out. Seriously, this is the thing with this ladder too. You guys get to keep just walking up, working out your radiant luminosity, getting more and more high vibe in whatever it is that you're doing, okay? Because you're already doing it. You're answering your call and inspiring them. So you just hang out and know that it will come. And it sounds to me like they're like at least halfway there with this Knight of Pentacles energy. Like that this is, you know, it's slow moving, but they could already be a good part of the way and sort of moving toward you, my pile ones. So I so hope you received this message. I hope you got it. I hope you put it into your bodies by typing in pile 1, I receive it. Put it through your fingertips, my loves. And as always, if you're feeling me, subscribe to my channel. If you haven't yet, I do free reading giveaways. That's real. It's really real. I actually have 2 upcoming. So my loves, you can enter for those. That's all in the description box, along with the link to this program I'm doing that is 8 weeks of time with me, literally for the price of 2 hours of my one-to-one time. These are live calls. So yeah, I'm just like super excited that my spirit team like downloaded a way I could do that for you guys and offer that to you guys. It is a limited group. The spots are really, I'm not going to do a lot of people because I want people to have that intimate time, you know, with me in this program. Hugely transformative, feng shui of abundance. It's like just I'm like so excited. Okay. Pile 1s. This is amazing. What they're saying is amazing because you're amazing. Know this about yourselves. Stay over here, and they're coming over to, I'm like, play in your sandbox. They're coming over to play with you as soon as they can. They got to get themselves ready. You're ready. As far as they're concerned. Okay, darlings. I so think you're amazing. I'm really happy to deliver this message because I love it. And I hope you know, most of all, pile 1s, you're so very loved. Okay, hello, pile 2s, my Lemurian quartz, tangerine quartz. Beauties. I don't know if you guys can see on camera, but there's like, it's like there's worlds in there. I love it. It's just like some kind of awesome alien landscape. Like, obviously. Okay, you guys were drawn to this stone and also to this, hold on, my dress is caught under my chair. Okay. I need to be able to move around when I read. I'm very dynamic. Your spirit team's like charged through me. I get so jazzed up. And this AEON energy, my pile 2s, you guys, and this deck here and this Wolfe Tarot deck, I mean, look at this card. It's like, it is so luminous. It's incredible. And it's not, unlike the sun, it's this sort of luminous energy of it's almost like I'm hearing like the rising sun energy, like it's and the AEON card relates to judgment, is like it is that rising. Okay. And I feel like this, yeah, it's like this answering the call energy, but it's that inspired answer. So it's like getting into an action with the cosmos around something really big in your life, that it's like you can't not do it. And you could actually say, there are some people who shut that energy down. They're like, oh, it's too scary, or I'm too nervous. And it's actually just that they're excited, but they interpret that as like a bad thing. So my loves, like this energy is like, it's something's on the horizon and you guys are like walking toward it. Your person, like, I mean, that's kind of irresistible. That's like a big, again, it's that big rising energy, like something is rising. I'm also hearing for some of you that it's almost like you're like the beacon to this person, and that they are, okay. And for some of you, it's a group of people. That was also true in pile 1. So if you think you're asking about one person, it might actually be a group of people. But in any case, there's this sort of like rising to the call of you. That's amazing. That's really interesting. All right. I'm like, I need to know more about this. Pile 2s. Who are you? All right. We're going to look over here at the Serpent Fire Tarot. And while I shuffle, I will say, as I do, hi, if you're new, welcome to my channel. I'm Kylan. And if you're returning, luminous, gorgeous souls, of course, my beauties, kylinlights, I love you and welcome back. Welcome back. So while I shuffle these cards, I will tell you guys about this very exciting feng shui of abundance course that I can't even say like I created it, because my spirit team totally just downloaded it to me like overnight this week. And I was like, I woke up one morning and was like, oh, okay, I can do this. And it really is in response to, it's been in the back of my mind that, you guys have reached out and you want to work with me one-on-one, and my hourly rates are they reflect the value of my time, and I'm living my dream life, and it's a very abundant life, and so the value of my time it just keeps increasing. So I got the download of how to do this feng shui of abundance course, and it's 8 weeks of live calls with me in a very small intimate group. If you guys want to do it, you have to apply. I can't accept everybody at this time, but I'm able to provide it for the value of like 2 hours of my one-to-one time, and it's really, you guys are gonna get a lot of me time, and you're gonna like basically transform your life. It's no joke. So check that out. That's in the description box. I'm very excited about it. And look at this. Whoa, the devil, 7 of swords. Okay, 2 of cups again. 2 of cups came out in reading number 1 as well. So you guys might, if you guys also were feeling that, there might be information there for you. And the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, hot. And the Wheel of Fortune's also pile 3. All right, you guys might just be my pile that's like, you need to listen to them all. Maybe you have 3 people you're supposed to ask about, or like, I don't know. Anyway, I'm like, I don't know. I just work here. You guys, this is intense. Yeah, okay. So, yeah. So your person is, what they're saying is that they don't necessarily trust themselves with you. And yeah, that's intense. I'm like, can you clarify that, Spirit? And they're just sort of like, they're so, yeah, okay. Again, this AEON, this energy of like answering the call is so pulling them. It's so magnetic that they're really, the 7 of swords, they're like a little bit freaked out, and they're like a little bit worried about it. And they're worried that it's sort of like the shadow side of the devil energy, which is dependency, which is, you know, when you lose your freedom. Also, frankly, they don't want to get hurt, and they don't want to hurt you, I'm hearing. So they're kind of like, there's this definite connection. And it's so interesting because I was so hearing from your guides, you guys, that like, why would I do this reading today? Like, it doesn't, what other people say about us is really none of our business. And your teams were like, yeah, but your kylinlights are in some telepathic quantum entanglement with certain souls out there. And I think it's partly like, you know, I mean, this is a timeless reading, but it's partly coming up in a Mercury retrograde, but that like, you guys just need clarification about, you know, sort of like what you're probably intuitively already getting, or what you're maybe getting from like in your dream time and stuff. So this connection, this 2 of Cups connection, like the love is there. And this sort of wanting to come forward into the exchange of the love is there. Now, does that mean this is a romance? No. The 2 of Cups energy is just about a balanced, reciprocal, mutual adoration, partnership, and collaboration. So this could really be about, again, you working with a group, or you know, work, a specific partner in work, a business partner. It could be about a mentor. It could be about a mentee. It could be about, you know, teachers, students, like family, friends. So, you know, the 2 of Cups isn't necessarily romance, but it is, again, about an equal exchange, a balanced partnership, and this exchange being very loving, because it's cups. It's about feelings. It's emotional. So this person is aware of this, and they're basically like, I'm hearing right off the bat, they're like, I love them. I love pile 2. And like, I mean, more than anything, like they say that, and they say that unabashedly. Like if you come up or people say that, they're just like, I love pile 2. But inside, and they're not talking about this, and that's interesting. I'm like, this is supposed to be a reading about what they're talking about. Your guides are like, yeah, well, they're on the down low about this. They're afraid. And again, they're afraid about that the shadow side of the devil energy is going to kind of like take over or take hold. I'm hearing that they have, they don't necessarily have the best history in trying to form partnerships or work closely or be in relationship with people. And so this sort of 7 of Swords concern has way more to do with the past than it does actually with you. And what's interesting is your spirit team is saying is that there's this Wheel of Fortune energy and they feel it. And this is also something they're afraid of, because it's like this moving forward energy, this turn of the wheel, okay? Coupled with the call to rise of the AEON, okay? And it is into like a new era, and this is a lot about, again, this movement of energy. You can't resist the Wheel of Fortune energy. The Wheel of Fortune turns, but it's like spring coming. So I think there's part of that too, where like they want to feel more control over their feelings than they can. It's just, there's nothing they can do about it. So the energy is turning and it is moving them toward you. And it really is right now for them to just kind of like, yeah, I'm hearing it's again, the shadow side of the doll. I'm hearing shadow work, that they really need to sort of look within and do the work and do this healing in order to be able to come forward and share with you what they're saying to other people, which is just like, and by the way, and they're saying it kind of casually. They're playing this, again, they're playing this, they're not really telling people about these concerns. But what they're saying, they're just like, I love pile twos. Pile two's amazing. Pile two's great. But they know it's like, oh my God, this is amazing. I can hear it's like a thunder or like a rumbling. I mean, I live in New York City, and it's like when the subway goes under you sometimes, it's like you feel that energy. It's like they feel that. Now, your spirit teams are saying that some of these people are working with counselors, are working in therapeutic context, and they are talking about this. I'm also sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm like, your spirit teams are, yeah, they just, this connection's really, really beautiful. And this movement of energy, I'm hearing that the universe is trying to like, is working things out and is putting in place for this, for whoever you're asking about, things that will help them out so that they can address their fears and address their past hurts and address their own concerns about what they can and can't control, while you're this incredible beacon of light, really beckoning them. And they want to come to you, and the universe wants to move them to you, and it's really, really beautiful, like this connection and what's here. But there's this shadow work to be done, so that the devil energy is about the sort of the paradise of this planet, the what's possible in terms of like really enjoying ourselves and everything good. So the devil energy is about like a perfectly ripe mango. You know, where sometimes when people like are really enjoying something and it's like, this is sinfully good, it's like, no, it's just good. Like, it's just good. So like the devil in its light form and its positive side and its positive meaning really is about being able to embrace and enjoy what's so, so good. But when you're too afraid, you will unconsciously project into that space, and then it can get all kinds of muddied up. It's really can muddy the waters of the pure pleasure of finding and nourishing and nurturing and I'm hearing confessing into the beauty of this connection. So for a lot of you, and if you're asking about a group, then this sort of therapeutic context would be that like a new teacher is coming into the field, or a new leader is coming into the field, or someone in the group is bringing everyone to, workshops or whatever. You guys are going to come do my program, my like Feng Shui of Abundance program, which is there's so much healing around what we think we deserve. And being in the flow of abundance, having so much to do with, unconscious limiting beliefs, all right, around like you're not being worthy, and things that, you're always going to mess things up, or things never work out for you. And that this is happening in the background for this person because they've been through some stuff, but the universe is working this out for them so that they can move with this energy and answer the call toward you and toward this beautiful connection. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, so many of my decks want to talk to you guys. Okay. The Starseed, well, that makes sense. Okay. The Starseed Oracle wants to talk to you guys, and you picked the Lemurian Quartz. And then I am going to pull some White Rose Guidance Divine Love messages as well, so we can get just a little bit more about what is going on. A lot of this is, you know, it's funny. It's like, what are they saying? And really, they're like, I love pile twos, and they're speaking about it as though it's very casual. But behind the scenes, and to people who can help them out with this shadow work and people they trust, they're really confessing their fears. And hopefully they're working it out. They're working it out. That is my hope. So yeah. It's so cute too. Like, they're really like, it's, yeah. I'm hearing that in the context of people to whom they are sharing about, like, I love pile twos. There are a handful of perceptive people around them that like know that, like, yeah, they don't feel as casual as they're acting. And they can actually like hear, I mean, empaths and those of us, you know, when you come into the energy field of someone who's got this much bubbling under the surface, like, this is all bubbling. And this energy, this big wave of energy, this Wheel of Fortune energy is like turning here. And there's this really, you're just this pull to them. You can feel, they can also, there are people around them who can feel that sort of subway rumbling when they talk about you or when your name comes up, which is really adorable. And also, they're like, And I'm hearing that those people, most of them, they're not sort of egging it on. For some of them, I'm hearing that those are the people, though, that are perhaps going to be the key to either helping this person find the help that they need to work through this stuff, or actually be the people that they could then, you know, get some help with this stuff with. Yeah, they need to do some healing and some shadow work so that they can ride this wave of energy towards you. I remember soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. Yeah, again, this is this energy too of that, like, they're afraid of this pull. You guys, have any of you ever swum in the ocean and you feel the undertow, and like it's scary, and there's like an undertow of you with them, and it's a little bit frightening. And they really, again, it comes down to, there's that control thing where like they want to be in control. And the fact is it's like they don't want this to be fated. They want to choose. They want to decide. And the universe is working things out in the background. And then at the end of the day, we choose the pathway. But it's kind of like wherever you're standing, there's you know, there's infinite number of pathways, but what they are isn't necessarily up to you in this moment. Like, you know what it's like? That's the co-creation of it. I hope that made sense. You guys got that, because that's kind of poignant. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. Yeah, you guys are just like, there's so much pull here. There's also the in terms of the intelligence of the universe, their ability to sort of feel this energy, and their ability to deal with this energy is really, this is part of the sort of divine plan of their life. So you're a catalyst for them to get into this shadow work. Now, whether or not, and heal and move forward and embrace like what's beautiful here for them. And to embrace the co-creative nature of living, where it's like there are some things we control and some things we don't, and knowing the difference and being able to have serenity in that, and to be able to move forward both, you know, empowered and choosing powerfully, and also with faith and trust. And this is be just a huge leveling up for them. It's why it is this sort of judgment energy, which is a level up. When you answer the call of judgment, it's a level up. So yeah, this is, you're amazing, huge catalyst for them. And inside of doing this work, who they're talking to about their real feelings about what's going on, they know that you've triggered something really potentially amazing for them to heal and work through and work on. Star ancestors. Oh, you guys are so cosmic. This connection is very cosmic. I mean, this is part of the soul plan for this person to meet you. And if they're not totally unconscious. This isn't happening totally unconsciously. They know it and they're going to work on it. Hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. Yeah, they're just going to have to. Loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. Yeah, my loves, this is where they are. Like if they're going to try to hold on too tightly, to the pull of your energy, if they're going to try to hold on too tightly to controlling the situation, if they can't sort of move forward and pace with the energy of the universe, if they're going to try to force it or if they're going to try to resist it, it literally, again, that undertow of the wave metaphor is perfect, because it's really like if you try to fight, if you've been in the ocean, if you try to fight getting caught in a crashing wave, it will demolish you. You just kind of have to go limp and let it work itself out. And the way you deal with, you dive under a wave if it's already crashed. And what you try to do is you try to get up. Sometimes you have to move into a wave in order to get up so you can kind of we used to do this thing in my family where it was called jump, float, land. And it's actually it's delightful. And that's, again, that delight of being in the light, the positive energy of the devil. Things are fun. The ocean is scary. It will demolish you, but it's also healing and refreshing and beautiful and fun and a gift to the world. And what you are to this person is that as well. I'm getting now to, in terms of what they're saying, there is this one side where they're very casual. They're like, I love pile 2, whatever. They're definitely talking to people about what's going on over here. They have to be, because this is big. This is big. No wonder. I was like, why this reading? This is weird. And your guides were like, trust us. And I do. I'm sorry. Defenselessness, riding past wrongs, uprooting. You guys, I mean, there's so much healing here. They're really afraid they're going to repeat. What I'm hearing is repeat a mistake. Again, that hurt them and hurt other people. Wow. Also, I just have to say, this entire reading, my nose has been so itchy. And I know that means something. What does it mean? You guys have to tell me. Okay. White Rose Guidance, White Rose Divine Love Messages. I love these. They're so good. They're such a gift. These are such a gift to the oracular community. I think the reader, she has her own channel, White Rose, and she made these. I think so. I hope I'm not wrong about that. I'm giving credit where it belongs. Whatever. I mean, if I'm wrong, so what? Go see another tarot channel. No big deal. Okay. I'm entwined in the thought of finding you one day. Wow. Again, this entwining is part of they're afraid of losing their free will. They're afraid of the destiny feeling of it. They're afraid of the pull. Yeah. And they're afraid of being powerless. And we never are. We never are. We always have choice. There are certain things in my life that there are people that I have no contact with at all, because if I get in contact with them, it doesn't bring out the best in me. And it's just, no. And rather than try and fight that dynamic, I'm just no, there's loads of people I can be with, but it's a choice. I could hang out with them. I could keep trying to fight how the dynamic is and what doesn't work. And your person hasn't figured this out yet. That they're empowered and there are dynamics and forces at work. They're going to figure this out. I'm really optimistic for them. I know that the fire that burns in you is the same that burns in me. Yeah, they really feel a like attract like law. This is just the magnetism here is off the charts. How can I ever pay you back? Ooh, this is part of the soul contract. They really know, my loves, that you, they're not saying this. I'm hearing this is happening on a very deep level, but that you, again, as this catalyst, spurring them into sort of this healing work so that then they can move forward, because there's so much moving forward. There's so much up leveling. You guys being the catalyst of that. They're really grateful. They're scared ishless, but they're really grateful. I've had sleepless nights caught between confusion and pain. And look at that with this card. they're really going down into sort of the roots of the situation. They're going into it, my loves. You have spurred something in them. And your spirit teams are saying it's really important for you guys to just hang out over here and go ahead and be that light on the horizon and let them work this stuff out. They're also saying you cannot do this for them. You can't do this for them. Don't even try. And, in terms of people being in this kind of energy, I'm also hearing sort of like, you want to handle this and handle them a little bit like until they've done this work, and then they can move toward you, and the universe will move them toward you. But until this is resolved, and it's resolved with them, such that you guys can then meet, and they'll be renewed, they'll have risen, okay, they'll have ascended more to your level. And it's not hierarchical, it is about frequency, though, vibrational frequency and energy. Your spirit team is saying, like, this is a hot flame, this is like a hot stove, like, don't go messing with that. Let them work this out. Also, I'm hearing that the universe is bringing them the guidance, the context, the people in which they can do this work and they can work this out. And it's not for you to be like, go here, do this, do that. There is a very, very small handful of you, your guides are saying, that could maybe set an ultimatum of like, I need you to see a counselor. I need you to get some therapeutic help with this before we can move forward. But it's a very small number of you. Most of you are supposed to just like stay. You are on the horizon for this person. You are the ocean at the undertow, and they are on the shore, and they cannot come in until they figure out how to handle the sea, the ebb and the flow and the tides and the pull, and their caution around what's dangerous or feels dangerous for them based on their history, until they learn how to handle that, and then they can swim out to you. I'm also hearing that the universe is going to like kind of like lower the tide. It's going to calm the weather a little bit in all of this too. But for now, that all of it is a catalyst for them to do work that is just crucial, is life-changing, is game-changing for them. That's amazing. All right, pile twos. I'm doing the angel answers over here. While I shuffle these, this is the time you sink this in, so you get this information, so you remember to kind of kick back, so you can trust and know what's going on with this person, so you can know that like they're just saying what they're saying is very casually, like, I love pile two, and then maybe they're talking to, their therapist, their counselor, their spiritual guides, their groups, about where they're healing groups about sort of their fears and their concerns and what they're going through in order to heal and come out on the other side. I'm hearing for some of you guys flat out this person is dealing also with addiction, and that they really need to come out on the other side of that, and that you can be an inspiration, you can be something that they look toward, you can be someone that, again, that's a catalyst for that healing, but you don't get messed up with an active addict, pile twos. No. No. So sink this in. Type in pile two, I receive it. So that message really sinks in on a deep level, on a cellular level. When you use your fingertips, you type in pile two, I receive it. It puts that message in your body, through your fingertips, through your nervous system, and you don't have to remember it. Your body remembers it for you. Oh my God. Yeah, pile twos, you might also want to listen to pile one, because they got the safeguard. You're ready. Yeah, this is, again, about this person, this Wheel of Fortune energy, what they have to do, where they are, how they're talking about it. They see you as ascended. You're the light on the horizon. You've already done something that's inspired them, that they're moving toward you. They feel this pull. You're there being ready, hang out. And it is for them, and in this moment, to come toward this, to come toward you, to acknowledge this to you, on the other side of a profound up-leveling and healing for them. Because you do not want them to repeat the mistakes of their past, or to bring their past into a future with you. You don't want that. They certainly don't want that. And it doesn't have to be that way. Allow the universe to, allow the wheel of fortune, allow the energy to turn. You guys stand on the horizon. You be that beacon. You be that call from your higher self to their higher self. The soul agreement that you have with them is beautiful. Beautiful, pile twos. I so hope you sunk this in. I hope you typed in pile two. I receive it. Put this message in your body, because that's a lot to remember. Just you'll know what to do. Just sink it in. And as always, if you're feeling me, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I do free reading giveaways. That's for real. I have 2 coming up, actually. Love to do them. You guys are so beautiful. It is my pleasure to be able to offer that to you, but it is for subscribers only. So all that information is down in the description box. And then also the Feng Shui of Abundance course that I'm doing, 8 weeks, live calls with me and a very small intimate group. In order to apply for that, the link is down in the description box below. My darlings, this is amazing. This connection is amazing. Just, stay out of it. You guys do you. You're ready. Stay where you are. Do not come off that mountaintop, atop which you stand, a beacon of light, and let them climb. Let them do their climbing. It's going to be growth for them. It's going to be beautiful. As they're saying, they're like, they love you, pile 2. You should know that, and you should also know, most of all, your spirit team and I also think you're the best. Really, pile 2. So glad you're here, because you are so very loved. Hello, pile 3s. You guys picked this amazing Labradorite. I love it. This is like a super potent, this is good for grounding and for protection, but it's also really, really great third eye, visualization, manifestation, empowerment stone. So, yeah, go you. Like, good choice. Put that up there. Oh, so beautiful. You guys also picked this Wheel of Fortune energy, and that came out as well in pile 2. So if you guys were feeling pile 2 at all, there may be more information for you here, or multiple people want you to know what they're saying. I don't know. So listen, the Wheel of Fortune really does speak to, energies and forces at work that are just bigger than we are. So it's like, the cycles of the moon and the tides, and, it's cosmic weather. And, you guys, sometimes people are that for other people because of magnetism, because of dynamics, because of pull. And what I'm hearing is that you guys that you guys are feeling this sort of like a tension, and this may be with like one other person or a group of people, but that you're feeling a tension, and it's actually it's a turning of the wheel. This is actually the movement of energies that are bigger than you and them. So just know that your spirit team is like really wants you to know that like that's at work here. It's a little bit bigger than you guys, and you can relax about that a little bit, okay? Now, pile 3s, let's get into we've got the Mystic Mondays Tarot here, which is such a joyful, beautiful tarot deck. I love it. And I haven't used it in a while, so hi. I'm happy to see you, tarot deck. And hi to you, my viewers. Hi, if you're new to my channel, I'm Kylan. Welcome, welcome. And if you're returning, hi to you, my special luminous beings, my beautiful souls. I love you, and I'm so glad that you're here. These readings, I was like, really, guys? Like, why are we doing what people say? Like, it's really none of our business. And your spirit teams were saying that that you guys are in some kind of like some quantum entanglement or telepathic connection with people. And partly, this is a timeless reading, but it's also partly this Mercury retrograde moment that this is being recorded, where it's just kind of like, they just want you guys to have a little more clarity with these connections right now. And they're also saying ultimately at the end of the day to be able to trust your intuitions about them, because most of you are going to be like, you're here, you're kylinlights, you're like, you're vibing pretty high, and you're going to find that you're going to be like, yeah, it rings true, because you kind of already knew this is what was going on. And they're saying that, yeah, it's like you don't need to overly analyze or check in with or worry about or overthink connections like this with people, because you guys really do, for the most part, know what's going on. Now, all of that said, let's have a look at the tarot. Okay. I know, it's just like, you don't really need to be here, but let's do this. So, Princess of Pentacles, that's beautiful. Justice, okay. This is a lot too. The Justice speaks a lot to the kind of energy of the wheel. It's Justice really is like bigger energy than you. And it really is, it's kind of like, it's just the natural balance of all things. Princess of Swords, okay, wow, 2 Princess cards. Okay, so coming forward. And the 8 of Cups, interesting. Interesting. What are they saying? Wow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So your team is saying that they're saying that your team is saying that your person or people are saying that that there's something they like want from you, and they're like so they're interesting. Okay, so they're concerned that they're not going to get it. And this is interesting about the wheel, because I'm being brought to this idea of the wheel of great time. But it's almost like they feel like you have walked away from something. This is really interesting, pile threes. They feel like you have walked away before it was time. And that, okay. And that I'm hearing that there's a sort of like a waiting. But I'm also hearing that they're with this Princess of Swords energy. So they're like, it's almost like this is your energy, okay? And that this is their energy. And that like, yeah, that you guys kind of like, you sort of like called it and walked away, the sort of 8 of Swords. And they would see that they see, oh, okay, your spirit team's saying this is your energy as well. Okay, got it. Okay. All right. So that they see that the balancing is in you coming back as this sort of turn of the wheel. Interesting. And it's like they're waiting. Wow. I'm hearing for some of you that they feel like you owe them. And your spirit team's saying that's just a bunch of nonsense. That's not true. But what your spirit team is saying is that there is a restoration of balance that does need to come in this situation. And that restoration of balance, the turning of the energy, you guys will know when to come forward and what to come forward with regard to your person or people, when you feel the energy. And your spirit team is saying it's really important that you not come forward before that time, because you saw clearly this Princess of Swords. You really saw clearly. You really pulled your perceptive abilities sort of to you, and you could see it really illuminated the situation. And you saw clearly that like there was no way to get to what was going to fulfill you here. And you just like, you walked away from that in this time with these people or this person. And your person's like, basically when they talk about you, what they say is like, they get it. And they're waiting for you to come back. Now I'm hearing that there's been some transformation here. I'm also hearing that that it's not complete, that like whatever needed to change or needs to shift. And again, this is beyond you, my pile threes. The energy needs to shift, or who you're asking about needs to shift something, but the wheel of energy needs to turn, almost in order to like make the space for what you're bringing to kind of find its right spot, for it to have its place. And it will in fact balance these energies. Yeah. I'm hearing some of you, my pile threes, that your person or people, they're saying too that like, again, that they know why you left, why you walked away. I'm hearing that, for some of you, it was that action speaks louder than words things. And for some of you, you really told them, you really were explicit and clear about that your needs weren't being met here. These 8 of Cups, you just couldn't get to them. And so you sort of left them there. But your person is like, they're still here. And that the pathway toward you know, really toward them will reveal itself, but over time. And that it is, again, it is just going to be a balancing and a writing of these energies. This is a very complex, unexpected read. Pile threes. And it's so funny because your guides are just like, Kylan, you don't know. They're like, we know. And they're just like, pile threes know. They know exactly what you're talking about. And as always, if this isn't resonating for you, you're here for a reason. So just pick another pile. Because for those of you that this is your reading, you know what your guides are telling me about. So I'm like, okay, it seems very specific, and they're like, no, there's like, is this for the right people will get this? No, just relax. Okay. So the Prism Oracle wants to talk. Okay. Love that. Wow, pile threes. Your spirit team is also saying that, what this person or people are saying, again, is that they get it. Like they're not judging you so much as they do feel like this isn't complete. It's just not complete. And this is the thing about the balancing. It's that they're just waiting. They're waiting for things to be ready for you to come back. And for some of them, they know that this is on them. Like they need to be in this new place, and that will be the thing that you have no control over, because you have no control over them, that then you can come back. And in a substantial way. I mean, what's nice about the Princess of Pentacles is like, it's almost like she holds a little world here, And I do find it interesting that like what your guides are saying is that it's really like that the wheel needs to shift so that there's a place for what you have to offer to find its place with this person or these people in this context. And that there wasn't a place for you. There was no way to get to any fulfillment in the situation. It just wasn't there at this time. And that you guys really called it. You called it. You saw it, you perceived it, and you called it. And again, just by the actions of like walking away, and for some of you by explicitly being like, yeah, no, this is not, none of my cups are being filled here. But they can be. And they at least this is what your person thinks. They're saying that like this is possible. I'm also hearing for some of you, they're saying they're working on it. Okay. Caution. Yeah. So, your spirit team is saying that it really is important that you not move back until the things fit, until the space has been made for you, until the energy that is beyond you, that is bigger than you here, until that shifts. So take your time is what I'm hearing. Yeah. And I'm also, again, I'm hearing that your person or your people, what they're saying is like, they really get that a lot of this shifting of the energy is over here with them. This really does remind me, this is a little bit like this pile 2 thing, where it's like, they get it. And there's not animosity, there's not resentment. It's not complete. It's just not balanced yet. It's not done. And but they understand you taking your time, and they also don't want you to undervalue yourself. And they also, I'm hearing like they really care about you, and they're clear about that, and they say that as well. And they want what's good enough for you. They want your cups to be full in this situation. And again, this could be work, this could be family, this could be friendship. Yeah, caution, fear. Yeah. I'm hearing healthy fear, by the way. Peace, that's lovely. Yeah, again, it's this sense of this justice energy is balance, is resolution, is completion. And then there's this peace that comes with that. Yeah. Determination. Yeah, I love this. Can you see how it's the point of this sword is like, and the sword also, this is usually not flexible. And this is really like the Princess of Swords has sort of been able to use the power of her perception and the power of her mind to really see something that wouldn't necessarily be obvious. Like it's like kind of seeing around a corner. And this sort of illumination that's come from that, it is also coming at this point of this determination, this sort of like pinnacle. And I'm feeling like, what I'm hearing is that your person is seeing and perceiving and saying, you know, in the situation that like you really saw something for yourself. You saw kind of what you needed and what you wanted, and you just were able to be clear about it and walk away from a context where you weren't getting it. Yeah, death. It's just had you be reborn, actually, and the situation gets to be renewed, and you get to come back in a really new aspect. Again, like holding a whole world, and I'm hearing like a world of the self. This is very beautiful. You guys are really have demonstrated something here and a way of being that, again, your person or these people have a lot of respect for you here. I really do. That's amazing. That's lovely. Pile threes. That's really, really lovely. Okay, the White Rose divine love messages want to talk. Again, if it's not romance, you can take these messages with a grain of salt, you know, interpret them in a way that's appropriate. I find that they usually they just work. I love the White Rose guidance, and I haven't used these in a while also, so hello cards. Oh, and yeah, I'll just take this moment while I'm shuffling to say, my loves, in terms of, you know, really being sovereign, really knowing what you want, being reborn inside of a determination to have your cups filled in life. That's really stepping into the flow of abundance. And I did just start, I'm launching a course called The Feng Shui of Abundance, and it was its own outpouring of my desire to provide you guys with a way to be in, you know, live coaching with me for an extended period for like 8 weeks, but to have it be a little more affordable, because my one-to-one time is really valuable. You know, I live my dream life if you're new here, so you'll find that out, and I'm all about that for you as well, my loves. Yeah, you are my everything. This is this sort of thing where you're like sort of holding the world here, that when the time is right and you can come back, that the completion, okay, is this the word? This completion, this resolution is going to be so healing for you and your person or your people. Yeah, that's beautiful. What I would give to run my fingers through your hair. Okay, well, that's very explicit. Okay, that's lovely. I'm hearing for some people too that's just nourishing, like you know, in the way that sometimes, you know, you could just like with your, you know, your cat or like your mom or like, you know, like you know, I used to love to do that for my daughter, so it's not necessarily romantic. I've been watching you from a distance. Yeah, they're watching you go. They're watching you do you. They're watching you fulfill on you. They're watching your determination again to like go where it's warm, to have your cups full, to really, again, there's no resentment here. They get why you walked this direction, and they look forward to when things are ready for you to come back. And I'm hearing for some of you guys as well that what you'll have to offer is partly from this sort of rebirth and what you will have found in your determination of your coming into alignment of yourself with your source self, with your higher self. Your face haunts me day and night. Oh, they really miss you. They really, really miss you, and they really, really get it. They just get it. They get the justice of it. They get the rightness of it. They get that this balance needs to be restored. They get that the timing of it is beyond you. They get that they're, you know, they have things to do, and if they do them, then you can come back. And, you know, in terms of like what you come back with, that's going to be something that's in integrity and in alignment, again, with you in your wholeness and your completeness, your sort of rebirth. And yeah. And they wouldn't want it any other way, is what I'm hearing, even though they miss you. And by the way, when you miss someone, it's because you like really, really like them or you love them. Like there's nothing wrong with missing people. Your face haunts me day and night is a little bit dramatic. It's not necessarily that dramatic so much as it's just like you're on their mind. They talk about you when people ask. They tell people sort of what happened. This is their perspective. They look forward to the resolution and the energy coming back into balance. And if there's stuff for them to do, which for most of them I'm hearing there is, they're working on it. They are working on it. And you know, this is bigger than you guys, and they see that as well. So they know that, you know, the timing is timing. All right, I'm going to get an angel answers over here. This is the time, talking about timing, where you guys want to sync this into your bodies. You want to type in pile 3, I receive it. That puts that message through your fingertips, up through your nervous system, into your neural pathways. You get this message on a much deeper level, on a kinesthetic level. Your body remembers this message on a cellular level, so you don't have to remember it because you're not going to remember this. But you will remember, your body will remember to take your time, to be in your sovereignty over here, to really allow things to unfold, and to know and to understand that your person is out there saying nothing but, you know, respectful things about how they understand how this went down. And I'm hearing for some of you that it's taken some part of this time has been for them to be able to see it that way. Yes! Exclamation point. That's great. That's great. This is just your spirit team affirming that this wheel, this energy is in motion. It will turn, and that you will be able to have resolution in this connection. That's wonderful. I love that. That makes me really, really happy to be able to say, I love to tell people that. Pile 3s. This is amazing. As I said, I really hope you sunk this into your bodies and typed in pile 3, I received it. You can also put this in your body by listening to this again, taking a walk, doing a dance, eating a meal, but sink this in so your body remembers this message. As always, if you're feeling me, subscribe to my channel. I do free reading giveaways, but they're for subscribers only. I actually have 2 coming up in the near future. It's very exciting. I love doing my readings for you guys. You want to enter those readings. That's in the description box below. And as I mentioned earlier, also in the description box, if you want some really good time with me, if you want abundance coaching from me, really about manifesting and living and creating the life of your dreams, the Feng Shui of Abundance course is it's happening. 8 weeks time with me. Apply for that also in the description box below. My darlings, my loves, this really is spectacular. I'm proud of you. Like, I'm another person out there being like, wow, they called it. Like, they called it. They saw what wasn't there for them. They moved on with a determination to, like, be, you know, whole and complete, sovereign and self-loving. And it has you, pile 3s, reborn, and then really able to come back when the time is right into a situation that you have a healthy fear of, that you have caution of, because the timing is bigger than you, and you will know when the situation is ready for you to come back with what you have to offer so that it fits in. And so there's this balanced reciprocality and people are fulfilled. And there is this beautiful piece. There's this exclamation point, yes, at the end of this beautiful pile 3s. I so hope you got this. I so hope you received this. I so hope you sunk this in. And I so hope you know, most of all, you are so very loved.